Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Late Night Show with your host, Dr. Kojo. My name is Dr. Kojo, and I'm checking in tonight to talk about 5 reasons why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same foods. So go ahead, grab you a seat, get comfortable. I'm very happy to see you all here on a Friday night. It's going to be an awesome Friday nighter. Go ahead and use the comment section to let me know what your name is if I can't already see it, and where you are checking in from. And as everybody is filing in and grabbing their seats and checking in, I want to thank everybody who has purchased tickets to my first comedy show of the big Neurodivergent Comedy World Tour. We kick off April the 26th in Houston, Texas. Once again, that's April the 26th in Houston, Texas. Thank you to everybody who has come out. I truly appreciate your support. The first show sold out. The second show, we have a second show that's been added. So we still do have tickets for the Houston show. So if you love to laugh and you want to meet your fellow neurodivergents and you want to hang out with me, take a photo, I want to shake your hand. If you want to get into it, there are tickets left for the second show in Houston. For more information, hit the link in the bio. All right. So thank you once again for selling out the first show. And like I said earlier, we have added a second show, not only in Houston, but also Nashville, Tennessee. Next month, May 31st, we will be in Nashville at the Zany's Lab. That's the second stop on the big Neurodivergent Comedy World Tour. So I just want to say thank you so much for your support, and I hope to see you all in Houston. If not, I hope to see you in Nashville or in New York City or in Chicago. Without further ado, let's get into the live stream and let's see who is here. It's a rare opportunity, folks, to get your tickets. I appreciate that. We have Leilani, our moderator, checking in from New York City. Lady Kong checking in from Colorado. Patrick is checking in from the United Kingdom. We know Patrick, he's an OG. It's 2:29 a.m. out there in the United Kingdom. So we appreciate Patrick's support at all hours of the night. On TikTok, Andrew is checking in from Arizona. Andrew, how are you? How are you? Check in, grab you a seat, get comfortable. Get comfortable. I would love to come to Minnesota eventually. Tennessee represent. Houston here. Sarah, I'll be in your city April the 26th. We added a second show. I hope to laugh with my fellow, well, I said fellow as if I'm a Houstonian, but I want to laugh with my Houstonians, if that's how you say it, April the 26th. We have Katie checking in from Oregon. Katie, how are you? We have Alicia checking in from Ohio. Somebody asked what made me start making content. I was bored. You know, people with ADHD cannot be bored for too long. We have to figure out something to do. And my boredom took me on a very incredible journey. And I'm so happy to be here. Nicole checking in from Georgia. Nicole, how are you? Sarah, I cannot wait as well. I've been dreaming about Houston for the past couple of weeks. Every night, I cannot stop thinking about taking the stage in Houston, Texas to kick off the tour. I just cannot stop thinking about it. We sold out the first show. Thank you so much. So I'm so excited for that. I didn't think I would sell it out. And that's why 2 months ago, I told that one lady in the live stream, I said, all right, if we sell out the show in Houston, I will wear the gray sweatpants. We sold out the show. So I will wear the gray sweatpants, and I hope that it's not cold in the venue. But yes, Houston, I cannot wait. April 26th, that's 9 days away. Mickey Ficky, it's coming by fast. It is coming by fast. Houston, can't wait. Cannot wait. Hope to come to Vegas eventually. So it looks like we have one person from Vegas. Rhonda from Indiana. Johnny checking in from Cleveland. Johnny, good to see you. Just coming in summer, winter is not fun. Yeah, if you're talking about Minnesota does not sound fun in the winter. So I'll keep that in mind. Hello from Norway. Okay, I grew up in Norway. So we have Norway love in the house. Texas love. Nice soccer jersey. Oh, so you play soccer? Does anybody know what country this is? Well, actually, I think, yeah, it gives it away. This is Ghana. These are the 2026 World Cup jerseys for Ghana. That is the country that I was born in. I have jerseys for Ghana. I also have jerseys for Norway and the United States. So those are my 3 countries. We have Elizabeth checking in from South Carolina. Anthony checking in from Nashville on TikTok. Ashley checking in from Oregon on TikTok. Lufe on TikTok says, what's the biggest tell you have ADHD? Everything. It could be the Adderall bottles here. It could be the tickets that I have to pay. It could be me being late to every single thing. So yeah, this ADHD lifestyle, I live it. I live it. I live it. Minnesota in the house. A lot of people from Minnesota here tonight. Okay. Wyoming, Indiana, Boston, Chicago. Okay, 2 girls, RDHD and ADHD. Okay. A neurodivergent family. Leilani played soccer from middle school up. That's what's up. Soccer is a great sport. Come to Atlanta. I would love to come back to Atlanta. I was there 2 years ago. Atlanta was my first show ever. My first headline show was in Atlanta 2 years ago. So I would love to come back. Sydney, Australia. Biloxi, Mississippi, Australia. And let me say something about the country and continent of Australia. So today I was talking with my comedy promoter and we were figuring out where we're going to go to next. So we ran through the analytics to see where we have a lot of supporters at. We have a lot of people supporting from Australia. And I would have thought that it'd be Sydney, Australia, but the place in Australia where we have the most supporters is Melbourne. I think that's how you say it, Melbourne, Australia. So in Melbourne, Australia, we have a lot of supporters. A lot of supporters. So I would love to come out to Australia for a show. So my Australians who check in every night for the live stream, they checked in last night to hear me talk about the top jobs for neurodivergents. They're checking in tonight to hear me talk about 5 reasons why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same foods. My Australians who've been supporting me for years, I would love to come and do a show for y'all. So I just want to say that. I see y'all. I see the support. Australia, again, there's a lot of Australians who follow me. I love y'all. I love y'all. I just want to say I love y'all. And we will look to come to Australia at some point. We will look to come to Australia at some point. And for those who don't know where I'm going to be going on tour, the cities that we have currently: Houston, Texas, April 26th, Nashville, Tennessee, May 31st, New York City, June 11th, Chicago, Illinois, June 18th. We are looking to add shows currently right now in San Antonio and Seattle and Phoenix. So we're looking to do that sometime in July. I'll have the official dates when I have them, when I get them back from my team. But that's what we have right now. That's what we have right now. Somebody asked about Seattle. Yes, we're looking to add a show in Seattle/Tacoma. I think that all counts as one. Seattle/Tacoma all counts as one. And Catherine says, every time you say Mickey Ficky, I think of Missy Elliott. Can't say Mickey Ficky. I have never been to Wyoming. I know I have a lot of neurodivergence in Wyoming, so I would love to come out there one day. I would love to come out there one day. I would love to come out there one day. Australia has been source of some good neurodivergent content. Look, my neurodivergents are everywhere. My neurodivergents are everywhere. And I'm sure that we have them in Australia. Sophie, I appreciate you. And I've heard from a little birdie that we have a lot of neurodivergents in Seattle. We have a lot of neurospicy folks in Seattle, and I think that they would appreciate the comedy. So I'm looking to come to Seattle as well. I just want to say that. I'm looking to come to Seattle. And I agree with Ashlyn. Ashlyn is saying, I trust you. There are so many neurodivergents in Portland. Looking to come to Portland. Looking to come to Portland. And Tacoma is a better area now than Seattle. I don't know the difference between Tacoma and Seattle. Apparently, they're like 30 minutes away. But I will educate myself more on the difference between Tacoma and Seattle. And Andrew must be from Australia as well. Andrew says, Melbourne is regarded as a cultural center of Australia. I can tell you right now from my analytics that Melbourne is the most neurodivergent friendly place in Australia because I have a lot of people from Melbourne following me. So a lot of neurodivergence in Melbourne. It must be. It's regarded as the cultural center of Australia, the second largest population city, and has a substantial immigrant population from Italy and Greece. They are probably 5 years ahead of the rest of the country in their ability to diagnose and so that's the connection between Melbourne and all of these neurospicy people out there. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, shout out to all my Australians and shout out to everybody who's tuning in tonight for the live stream. We're talking about 5 reasons why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same foods. This is something that I have been struggling with. This week has been pretty bad. My current hyperfixation meal is chicken teriyaki and rice. I've been eating that for the past 3.5 months, but I've reached a point where I think I'm starting to become tired of that meal. So yesterday and today, I didn't eat that much because what I normally eat, I'm starting to lose taste for it. So I'm in a very weird position where I'm looking to switch things up, and I have not figured out what meal I'm gonna switch to next. So pray for me that I find me a good meal that I can eat for the next 7 months. But right now, that's what's going on in my household. I'm struggling to find another meal. So we're going to talk about 5 reasons why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same foods. Shout out to my people on TikTok. We just crossed 3 million followers on TikTok. And Grace says, I hear you're coming to Houston soon. Yes, I'm coming to Houston soon. I am coming to Houston soon. April 26th, the first show is sold out, and we have added the second show. So there's going to be less people at the second show for sure. Well, actually, I don't know. We could sell out the second show as well. I already said that I'm wearing gray sweatpants because we saw the first one. So if we sell out the second show, I don't know what what I'm gonna do or what y'all will want me to do, but I'll take suggestions. I'll take suggestions. And Ashton says, if you come to Seattle or Tacoma, I will make the drive. Well, I will be coming to Seattle/Tacoma sometime in July or August, and I'll let y'all know when I get those dates. I will definitely let y'all know when I get those dates. I will definitely let y'all know. And I'm seeing that other people can relate to my struggle. Food is my biggest struggle. I tend to drink lots of liquids and forget solids. Samantha, I'm drinking this right here. This is Nello water, the little Nello Calm thing with the L-theanine and ashwagandha to help you with focus. I've been drinking this in water and cereal all day. Also, protein as well, because I got to get my protein in. I can't go to the gym and lose muscle. I need to retain my muscle. So look at me spilling this thing. Oh, I thought the cap was on. I thought the cap was on. I was spilling it everywhere. But I've been drinking this all day because I don't know what to eat. I am not sure what to eat. I got to eat something, but I don't know. I don't know what to eat. I got to figure something out. I have to figure something out. Mickey Ficky. Dr. Lindsay Hill, how are you? And Ashley says, I get that completely. I choose comfort foods and get lost once it doesn't taste good. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do now, but I know that I have to figure something out. Find a new restaurant. I got to figure something out pretty soon because I go to the gym and I lift pretty heavy weights. And if I don't eat legitimate food, I'm going to pass out in there. And we don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. So if you can relate to this experience and you also struggle to eat when your favorite food is no longer your favorite food, I'm going to explain why. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why neurodivergents tend to eat the same food all the time. All right. Number one. I think this goes without saying, but predictability reduces stress. Predictability reduces stress. I want all of y'all to pause and think about your relationship with predictability and certainty. So as neurodivergents, we tend to seek certainty. Before we do anything, we want to know if the thing is going to work. Is this thing going to work? Is this thing going to be good for me? You want to have some type of assurance before you do a certain thing. And that's one of the ways that you regulate your nervous system. However, when you can work on your relationship with uncertainty and be okay with things being the way that they are and being okay with the things that you can change, you grow some muscles. You grow big mental muscles. It's a really good thing to become okay with uncertainty in different areas of our life. Now, when it comes to food, something that we take in every single day, this is one of the areas where we really want some certainty. When you're eating the same type of foods every single day, there's no stress. You know what you're going to eat. I know that I'm going to get the chicken teriyaki with white rice and a Diet Coke. I know I'm going to do that every single time. So, I mean, like I'll call up my order. Actually, I don't even call the order. Like I just call the restaurant. And then when I call and say, hey, Mr. Lee, this is Kojo. He says, Kojo. Okay, 15 minute. He doesn't even say the order because he knows what I'm going to get. So by the time I pull up to the restaurant, he knows to be ready with the chicken teriyaki and the white rice. And I grab my Diet Coke. I have not changed that order in 3 months. It's the same thing every single day. It's the same thing every single day. And I'm losing my taste for it, but actually, you know what? Before this live stream ends, somebody remind me to call in my order. I'm gonna call the restaurant on live, and I'm just gonna say, hey, this is Kojo. He's gonna say, okay, Kojo, 15 minute. He doesn't even say the order because he knows that I'm gonna get the chicken teriyaki with white rice. I do it every single time, and it's because it's a very predictable thing. So now meal times, which can be very stressful for neurodivergent people, there's no longer a lot of stress. And if you have kids that are on the spectrum, you know how difficult meal times can be. To get them to eat, to get them to pay attention to finish their foods is a lot. It's a lot. But if you have the same thing every single day, there's less stress because you know what you're going to eat. You know what you're going to eat. And I'm looking here, and then we have some Diet Coke fans. Yeah, I have an unhealthy relationship with Diet Coke. We've talked to Mr. Lee. Well, I'm not going to tell him that I'm losing my taste for the chicken teriyaki. You know, like that's me saying, hey, I'm not going to come in here and give you business anymore because I'm neurospicy now. I've lost taste for your meals. And I could switch to beef. I could switch to beef with white rice, but I don't want to because that's not my meal. Like I want what I want every single time. I want what I want. Christine says, my son is autistic and he eats ramen noodles every day. Autistic kids, I've seen autistic kids eat the same thing for years and they don't switch it up for years and they do not switch it up. If you eat the same foods every single day and you're not neurodivergent, you could be undiagnosed. I'm not saying that you are, but you might want to make an appointment because you could be undiagnosed. Ashley TikTok says, our son has eaten white rice every day for years. Wow. Yep. Sounds neurodivergent. And the ADHD hustle on TikTok says, my husband laughs at me, my meals, pickle, cheese, and crackers. Nothing a good Diet Coke can't fix. Facts. I could never go back to regular Coke. It has like 60 something grams of sugar. It's not kosher. I can go and get my favorite drink from Starbucks and that fills me up. So those days I eat dinner with family just to make them seem like I'm hungry. That's another thing. Having to explain to your family why you don't want to eat is very frustrating. A lot of families don't understand neurodivergence. So if you're trying to tell them that your favorite meal no longer tastes good to you, they won't know what you're talking about. They'll be like, oh, Ashley's just being difficult. She's going to get a latte from Starbucks and she's going to call it a day. They just don't understand. It sucks. They do not understand. Coke Zero. I prefer Diet Coke to Coke Zero. And I can tell the difference. And I feel like all of my neurodivergents can also tell the difference. If you're neurospicy in here, you know the difference between a Diet Coke and a Coke Zero. They are not the same thing. They are. I can tell they are not the same thing. I always thought that they were the same, but no, there's a distinct difference in the taste between the Coke Zero and the Diet Coke. Diet Coke is better than Coke Zero. Coke Zero will do. I will drink Coke Zero before I drink regular Coke. But Diet Coke is better than Coke Zero. And people in the comments are saying they're not the same. Yeah. I'm happy y'all can relate with this. I'm happy y'all can. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, there is a connection with Alfred and neurodivergence and eating disorders in general, honestly. Diet Dr. Pepper. I just do Diet Coke. Just pretty much just Diet Coke. Regular Coke. I used to like it back in the day, but can't do it. Can't do it. I'm a Red Bull person over Monster, but I get the sugar-free Red Bull. And I have some in the kitchen, but once that one is done, I'm not going to go back to it because Red Bull shouldn't be drinking it. Molly, good to see you. Good to see you. So number one, reasons why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same foods. The predictability reduces the stress. The predictability reduces the stress. Number two, this is a big one right here. This is a big one right here. Sensory safety. This is a big one right here. Yeah. Diet Coke is good though. I like Diet Coke. And also, before I get to sensory safety, I hate the taste of artificial sweetener as well. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Monster makes me sleepy. Yeah. That's very neurodivergent. Yep. Very neurospicy right there. That's hella neurospicy. When a stimulant makes you go to sleep, yeah. That's one of the signs. That's one of the signs. The second reason why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same foods, sensory safety. Whenever you're trying a new type of food or new meal or a new restaurant, if you are really a part of this community, if you are truly like you live this neurospicy lifestyle, you know that sometimes based off of how the food smells or how the food looks or the texture of the food, it could be a big turnoff for you. Like one thing that I don't like is sushi. People are like, oh, you just haven't had the right sushi. You just haven't had sushi from the right place. I have to take you here. I'm like, I don't like sushi. The whole raw, it's not my thing. And I think it's a sensory thing for me. I just don't do sushi because of that. Don't do it. When you try a new spot, a new meal, you don't know if the food is safe because the texture could be wrong. It could smell funky. The food could just look wrong. Sometimes, like, have you ever seen a meal that doesn't look right? Like you go to a restaurant with your friends and they bring out everybody's plates and people are happy and people are, they pray and they're about to get into their meal. And then you look at the food and you're like, I don't think that humans should put that in their body. Like, I don't feel like I should, for me to take a fork or a spoon and take that food and put it into my mouth, I don't think that's a good idea. And you're watching other people eat that meal, but it just doesn't look right. The way that food is prepared is very important. If you're big on how food is prepared and how it looks, yeah, you may want to go and get the diagnosis because you're definitely a part of this community. So when you eat the same foods every single day, you don't have to worry about that. You know that the smell is not going to be something that's off-putting. You know the taste is okay. You don't have to worry about any weird textures. There's some safety that comes with eating the same thing every single day. And Samantha makes a very good note right here. Safe foods can be unsafe at a new place. I didn't even think about this, but this is facts. This is facts. If I go and get my chicken teriyaki meal from a different restaurant, it could taste completely different. So you can have a safe meal, but it has to be prepared the same type of way. And even sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the chicken teriyaki I get, every now and then, like, it'll happen like once every 2 weeks, but every now and then it'll just taste off. I'm like, it's not supposed to taste like this. Because I can tell when there's a deviation in the food. I'm like, this is like the leftover chicken. This wasn't a fresh chicken. I can tell this chicken wasn't fresh. It wasn't fresh. I don't want it. The chicken's not fresh. Disgusting. If the silverware is wrong, it can mess up the meal. I agree with that. I agree with that. Chase says that's how Texans are with Whataburger and homemade chili. I can't stand both. And the funny thing about this is people will try and tell you about a certain meal and they'll repeat it to you as if them telling you about the meal more and more will make you want it. Oh, you got to get the homemade chili. You got to get Whataburger. You're like, no, I'm good. People are so pushy. Oh, you got to try it. I'm good. I don't want to try it. Oh, no, but you just haven't had. No, I don't want it. Like, leave me alone. I didn't eat it back then. I'm not eating it today, and I won't eat it tomorrow. Leave me alone. I'm just not doing it. Yeah. So, Danielle, we must be twins then. Danielle, I see you in public. I got to call you twin. I hate that I understand this. I got to call you twin because with sushi, it's a texture thing. I don't like the texture. I just don't like it. I don't like it. But people love sushi. I don't know. I've never gotten into the hype of sushi. Maybe I did go to the wrong place. Perhaps I did go to the wrong place. But no, I'm not doing it. Dale says, I am a twin. That's funny. So I am a twin. That's funny. Triplets. Okay. Then we can be quadruplets. Yeah. All right. The gym works. The gym works. And yeah, I'm from Ghana. You don't see anybody with the name Kojo who isn't from Ghana. Yeah, I'm definitely from Ghana. I'm 33. Me too. And my entire life, I've been told I eat like a piggy toddler. Yeah. You definitely want to get that assessment in. There's a good chance that you are also neurospicy. I'm the pickiest eater that I know. Maybe my youngest brother, he may have me beat, but I think I'm the pickiest eater that I know. So when a friend recommends a restaurant, a new spot, and I go and I enjoy the food, I mean, I gotta give him credit. Because I'm a very picky eater. It's hard to cook for me. I'm just a picky eater. And when I meet people, I have to let them know that it's not personal, like it's me. I have to say, hey, like I'm special. I take meds for being special. I take meds for being special. That's why I can't eat your food. Alicia, I'm the same way. Peas, lima beans, no. I can do mushrooms sometimes, but those first two, I can't do it. I can't do it. What's the most exotic food you ever tried? Tried some. I like Chinese food. That's not exotic, but probably not anything too exotic. Like I eat the same thing over and over. So I don't have the widest palate, and I'm working on it. I am. I'm aware of that, but I don't like I don't want to take a chance and potentially spend $27 on a meal that I didn't want to eat, and now I'm out of $27, and then I still have to find something to eat. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. My girls and I are very picky eaters as well. See, the thing is, if you're the only picky eater in the area, then people are mad at you. But when everybody else is also a picky eater, this is why you need neurodivergent people in your life. Because if you're the only picky eater, you're difficult and nobody likes you. But if everybody's a picky eater, then you're like, okay, I'm not the only one. Chase, me too. I'm happy your friend's coming to the show. April 26th, Houston, 9 days away. We're going to be in Houston. It's going to be a great time. I cannot wait. That show is going to be amazing. A friend of mine who's come to the show tries me to get to drink boba tea. I'm the same way. This boba craze, I don't like boba. I can't say I've tried it, but it just seems my sensory preferences won't allow me to try boba. But people really like boba. Like people go crazy for boba. If you like boba, please let me know why you like boba. I don't know if you're gonna convince me, but like I'd like to know what the craze is about boba. But it just feels like it wouldn't be good for my mouth. I don't think it'd be a good good thing for my mouth. November, Carlo. November. I hate the tapioca pearls, but I love the jelly. Okay, I tried it and it's as bad as Moki balls. Moki balls. I don't know what Moki balls is, but it doesn't sound like something I should try. Just off the name, Moki balls. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Patty says the bouncy, squishy texture of boba. Okay, so we have some boba fans. Okay. Leilani likes boba. Cool, cool, cool. Someone doesn't like boba here. I can't stand boba. Okay. Okay. On TikTok, what are they saying? I like to say boba, but never tried it. Okay. I like the chewed brown sugar boba. So they must have different versions. Mariah on TikTok says, I can handle the popping curls, but not the gummy boba pearls. And Mariah says, when I online grocery shop, it is literally the same exact order. Mariah, that sounds very neurodivergent, and I can relate. And the cool thing about it is that you can, I mean, depending on where you like order your food from, you can just go and find your last order and just hit reorder. Same thing with DoorDash. Like if I get something from Waba Grill or wherever, when I go back into the app, it lets me know what I ordered the last time. I never click, like once I order at a restaurant on DoorDash, I never click through and get anything different. I just get the same thing I got last time. I just run it back. And these apps, they know that. They make it easy for you to just reorder the same thing. That's how they make their money. That's how they trick you. That is how they trick you. Catherine's from Houston, H-Town. H-Town in the house. Do you eat fufu? Not really. Not really. I ate fufu a little bit as a kid growing up. That was also a sensory thing for me. I never really was into fufu. If you know anything about African food, I like rice balls, but not fufu. Boba gives some excitement, some different textures. Just don't give it to me with textiles. Okay. Okay. Boba. Moki balls are ice cream wrapped in chewy dough. Well, look, that sounds delicious, but I don't know if I want to eat something that's called Moki balls. Maybe I'm a big immature kid, but I'm like, I don't like the name. I think I'm gonna stay away from it. I think I'm gonna stay away from it. Okay. And I think I alluded to number 3 already. The third reason why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same food every single day: executive function relief. Executive function relief. Loretta, how are you? It sounds like monkey balls. Yeah. That's why I don't want it. It don't sound right. It could taste like heaven, but it doesn't sound right. I don't think that I should put it in my mouth. It don't sound right. And Ari, I don't cook. I get like the meal delivery service, the little factor thing. Yeah, I don't cook. I don't enjoy cooking. And executive dysfunction is one of the reasons why I don't enjoy cooking, because you got to get all the. I mean, when you cook, you have to get all the supplies, and you got to get the pans and the frying pan and wherever you need to bake, and then all these ingredients. You have to look at the recipe. You have to not mess it up. You have to make sure you don't burn the house down. Cooking is just too much for me. Like I don't want to cook. I don't cook. I eat out or I do meal delivery service, and in relationships, I sometimes lean on my lady too much to cook for me. Because look, relationships, you're supposed to make the other person's life better, and you can make my life better by cooking for me. And I, whatever you need, like let me know. I can help you out, but I don't like cooking. And after you cook, you got dishes too. You see, and when you have to do the dishes, then you have to get your hands all wet and all pruny. So the whole process is just, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And that brings me back to my point. The third reason why neurodivergents eat the same foods all the time, because it's executive function relief. If you get the same foods every single time, there's less thinking involved. I just called Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, I'm on the way. He said, okay, Kojo, 15 minute, 15 minute. I said, all right, cool. I just go pick up my same chicken teriyaki meal with white rice and my Diet Coke. Simple like that. Simple like that. Cost me $17. No cooking involved, no having to prepare, no having to do dishes. No. Everything that we do like requires so much thinking. Taking a shower, I gotta think about it. Brush my teeth, I gotta think about it. Getting to work and school on time, I gotta think about it. Cleaning the house, I gotta think about it. Going for an oil change, I gotta think about it. Eating food, I gotta think about it. The food doesn't just magically appear. I have to go out and get the food. It's just too much work. It is just too much work. Mickey Ficky. I see everybody asking about Emily. Where's Emily? Is Emily the new star now? You're like, we don't want to see Kojo. Bring Emily out. Bring her to Houston. Bring her to Nashville. We'll see. Maybe we can find something for her to do if she wants to come on the road with me. But it's just too much. I hate cooking. I can't stand handling raw food. Right. And look, when you have like meat, you have to handle meat in a certain way, or else it will pick up bacteria. Bacteria is bad for you guys. If you have bacteria in your body for too long and you don't get the bad bacteria, and you don't get antibiotics, you can become septic. And I know that's catastrophic thinking, and my brain is going to the worst possible thing. But we can just make this a lot easier if I just call up Mr. Lee and I ask him for the chicken teriyaki. It could all be so simple. I don't have to go through all this cooking. Just let me use my Factor meals. I like Factor, but at the same time, Jackie, if I'm being honest with you, guys, man, I might be reaching a food crisis here. I'm getting to the point where a lot of the Factor meals, I'm losing my taste for it, and I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll switch to a different meal delivery service or something. But I mean, like, I gotta eat food, but I'm losing my taste for all of my food, and I cannot starve. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. I really don't. And Emily has autism and ADHD. That part's actually real life. That's real. That's not made up. She actually does have autism and ADHD, so she's a real member of the community. Oh, you want to call Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee's so dope. Mr. Lee's so dope. I switched from Factor to another. Okay, all right. So F. Bloy, I don't have your real name, but what do you switch to? Because I want to know what you switched to, because I might do that as well. Because I've reached a point where the meal is not hitting for me. It's called Faith. Okay. Keep that in mind. Faith meals. Doesn't sound like it'd be super good, but we'll see. So, Leilani, the thing with HelloFresh is you still have to make the meal. I wanted to try HelloFresh, but then I learned that you have to make the meal. That requires. Oh! Your name is Faith. Slow moment for me. My bad, Faith. All right, so your name is Faith. Okay, Faith. Oh, Faith, you switched to HelloFresh. Got it. You switched to HelloFresh. Got it. And Leilani was talking about HelloFresh as well. So look, the thing about HelloFresh is you still have to make the meal. And people say that it's easy, but I don't do well with instructions. When I have to set something up, I just pull it out and I make it however I do whatever I think should be done. I don't really read instructions. So HelloFresh sounds complicated. It sounds complicated. And Molly, I know. Meal prep, I know. But I'm a big baby. I want my mama to do this for me. I want my brother to do this for me. Like I'll pay to get this. Like let's make the food appear in front of me. Like too much work. Too much work. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Ah, my goodness. Most men don't. I mean, some guys can cook, but I'm just not. Uh, not good for me. Not good for me. Not good for me. And the fourth thing on my list, reasons why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same foods. Number 4, routine is regulation. Routine is regulation. So when you do the same thing over and 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 over again, it's good for your nervous system. So I think this is the true autistic advantage. This is the one advantage that comes naturally to autistic individuals that everybody else doesn't have. The ability to do something over and over and over again. And when I'm talking about routine with autism, I'm not just talking about doing the same things at the same time every day, but I'm talking about doing things the same way. So the way you shower, okay, I know I get my face, I get my armpits, scrub my balls, wipe my butt, scrub my legs. You have a routine for everything. I'm about to make my bed, okay. Now, I do the pillowcase, I fix the pillow, then I do the side. You have a set routine for how you do every single thing. So it's not just your schedule, but it's how you do things. If you can do things with regularity, Jay says, unless it's my dating life. That's funny. That's funny. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. And I like my steak well done, Carlo. Well done steak. Well done steak. But if you can do things over and over with repetition and regularity, it will be good for your nervous system. Sleeping at the same time every day, just having a good, nice routine. So if when it comes to food, the way you go about food is the same every single day, it's easy and it's good for your nervous system. So as somebody who is not the best cook, I mean, like if I had to cook for survival, like I could cook, I could follow the instructions. It would take me 5 times as long as it would take y'all. Okay. I'm good at making content. I can do a couple of things right in this world, but cooking does not come naturally to me. But if I had to cook, damn it, I'll cook. I'll do it. Fine, I'll go and I'll cook. I cooked before in past relationships just to impress the woman. And I was like, all right, okay, I can cook now. Let me stop. I'm not gonna do this every single day. You're not gonna get. I cook the same thing every single time. I cook chicken teriyaki, so I cook what I would go out and buy anyway. But if you have a routine about how you go about getting food and eating food, and you don't deviate from that, it's very healthy and it's very calming for your nervous system. So if you have a safe meal and you had it today, there's a good chance that tomorrow you will have this same safe meal. And then on Sunday, guess what? We're eating the same thing. Monday, oh, where are you going to eat? You know what I'm going to eat. The same thing I ate for the past 2 weeks. Like, why I'm here. I'm eating the same thing. Routine. And like Faith, I also get overwhelmed in grocery stores. Have you ever been to a grocery store lately? There's all these different options. The last time I went, I couldn't find water. I went to the grocery store and I couldn't find water. I was in a Vons. I don't know if y'all have Vons, but I don't know if Vons is like specific to California, but I was inside of a Vons and I could not find water. I couldn't find water. So I ended up going home and I Instacarted water because I couldn't find water at Vons. Ridiculous. I was getting frustrated and I thought to myself, this would be a great skit idea because this is pissing me off. I was getting so frustrated. I said, I ain't doing this. Oh, heck no. I left. I said, let me get out of here. Because I've been walking around in circles for 25 minutes. I could have Instacarted and the food had been here. The food or whatever, the water in this instance, would have been home in less time. Why am I walking around confused in the grocery store? And then I asked somebody if they knew where water would be at. And they told me, and I went there, and the water wasn't there. So that was my sign to go home. I said, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. That's my sign to go home. I'm not doing this. That's cap. That's cap. I'm not doing I'm not doing this. I get overwhelmed at the grocery stores and abandon the whole cart. I've done that once before. I asked the workers, or I asked somebody who I thought was a worker, and they didn't point me in the right direction. Maybe it was a fake worker. I don't know. Probably was a fake worker. And look, I've been in situations where I go to like a restaurant or I go somewhere and I'll be dressed up in a suit, and people will look at me and they'll ask me like, "Hey, like, what's the best thing here?" Or like, where do I go? They'll ask me questions as if I work for the restaurant. I went to salsa night 2 weeks ago at the Victorian. This is a spot in LA, and somebody asked me, he's like, "Oh, bro, can I smoke in there?" He thought I worked there. I was like, "Yeah, bro, you can smoke in there. Yeah, you can smoke in there." Knowing good and well that I don't work there, so I'll just mess around with him. I just wanted to have some fun. So maybe that worker at the grocery store was just fooling around with me, and they told me to go somewhere where there wasn't water, because when I got there was no water. So it could have been a fake worker. I don't know what's going on, but it could have been a fake worker. But there was no water there. There was no water there. And the fifth reason why neurodivergents prefer to eat the same food, number 5 that I have here for y'all, dopamine consistency. Dopamine consistency. All right. If you're able to get your dopamine in a predictable way every single day, once again, that's regulating for your nervous system. And dopamine, you really shouldn't get it all at once. If you can get dopamine in small amounts, so you get it in food here, you get it with a song here, a movie here, so on and so forth, that's healthy ways to bring in dopamine. Now, if you're on social media for 7 hours doom scrolling, that's just an influx of dopamine. That's not healthy, right? But food is pleasurable. Eating food is one of the most enjoyable things that we can do. Now, you do eat for survival, like we need food to keep us alive. At the same time, eating is very pleasurable, right? Eating is very pleasurable. So if you eat in a certain way and you eat certain foods and it's your favorite food and you have it every single day, then you know that at 1 p.m., we're going to get our favorite food. We're going to get chicken teriyaki, and it's going to be so good. And I'm going to have my Diet Coke. And tomorrow, I'm going to do it again. Yes. And then the next day, I'm going to do it again. The day after that, I'm going to do it again. And over and over and over and over. And this is very regulating for the person who craves predictability, routine, and consistency. So if you exhibit this sort of behavior, there's a good chance that you could be a part of this tribe. There's a good chance that you could be a part of this tribe. And Leilani, I saw you answering questions for me in the chat. Thank you very much. I don't have a son. Not that I don't have a kid that I know of. Okay, no, I could wake up any day and I could get a text from a woman from the past. It could be a black from the past that you could say I have a kid, but to my knowledge, I do not have a kid. And when you get a lot of followers from short form content, sometimes if they don't come to live streams or if they don't watch longer form content, they don't have context. So they can think that I'm married and I have a kid, and they don't know what's a skit and what's not, and what's real and what's fake. Does Emily have autism? Does she not have autism? Does he have 4 wives, or is he single? Yeah, so this is why we have moderators who are able to answer these questions for me. Anthony says, do you have ADHD or RDHD? Anthony, I have ADHD, anxiety, depression, and I'm $2,000 away from autism diagnosis. Melissa says, did you go to Rogers High School in Spokane, Washington? I have never been to Spokane, Washington. So if somebody there looks like me, that's a compliment to them. Can you do a breakup skit? One where you're broken up with in a breakup skit. In what context? Like just like I'm breaking up with Emily for like what's the premise behind the skit? Like what's the just a regular breakup skit? Someone says, "Am I married?" No, not married. Not married. I thought that too at first. Right. And if now here's the thing, if let's say if the skits with Emily are your introduction to me and my content, then I completely get it. I completely get it. Because you haven't seen any of my other content, so you wouldn't know what I do. So that does make sense to me. That I get that. That does make sense to me. It does make sense to me. And for those people who are just now tuning in, to recap the 5 reasons that I had tonight before we get to the Q&A, 5 reasons why neurodivergents tend to eat the same thing every day. Number 1, predictability reduces stress. Number 2, sensory safety. Number 3, executive function relief. Number 4, routine is regulation. And number 5, dopamine consistency, especially for my boys and girls who have ADHD like me. Are you confusing with? Yeah, I get that too. I get that too. The account thing. I get that too. Patrick, yeah, or V. The Akon thing is funny. That's funny. Someone says, "Do you still have a wife in Alaska?" No. I have an ex-girlfriend in Alaska. Y'all know so much about my personal life. It's like I don't know that much about y'all, but y'all know so much about me. It's like I'm virtually naked. That's the interesting thing about being a content creator. Sometimes people don't know a lot about you, and then sometimes people know a lot about you, and I'm like, I don't know anything about you, but you know so much about me. Yeah, but my ex old lady was in Alaska. Carla, right? Yeah, that's what that joke works because right. It's hard to unsee the Akon thing, so that joke always works at the comedy club. It always works. And on, I don't think Emily has a YouTube profile, but she's definitely tagged my videos on Instagram. So please go and give her a follow. Give her a follow. Support her content and what she has going on. Definitely give her a follow. I know she would appreciate that. Dr. Akon. That's funny. That's funny. All my exes live in Texas. I do have an ex in Texas now. I do have an ex in Texas. I got quite a few exes now. I used to be a bad boy when I was younger. I used to be a bad boy, but then I gave my life to Christ, and I became a good boy. I'm still bad sometimes. Yeah, I spent how long was I in Alaska for? I spent like 5 months in Alaska, honestly. 5 months in Juneau, Alaska. So a lot of love for Juneau. Wonderful city, great people. We did like 2 or 3 comedy shows there. The last one we had the Alaskan Hotel and Bar packed, like 170 people in that small venue. So yeah, I had a great experience in Alaska. Now I would love to go back. I would love to go back to Alaska sometime. I'd love to go back to Alaska sometime. I'm actually live in Texas. And Texas isn't the place. Oh yeah. Catherine, we're in the Q&A section of the live stream now. Yeah, we're in the Q&A section of the live stream right now. Emily's so pretty. No, Emily's very pretty. I definitely do agree with that. Hi, I'm Bailey. Say hi, Bailey. Hi, Bailey. Catherine, mixed-handedness. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Catherine on TikTok. Mixed-handedness. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, everybody in the chat, say hey to Bailey. Oh, are you talking about people who are neurodivergent being like ambidextrous? Is that what you mean? I don't know if there's a correlation there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one, but I don't know if there's a correlation there. This is a great question. Great question. I have ADHD, but when it comes to ladies, I have autism. I stick to one routine. I guess you could say me too. You know, when it comes to, yeah, I would say I'm fairly the same in most relationships. You know, like if all of my ex-girlfriends got together and they were in one room and they were talking about Kojo, if one person said, I hate how Kojo does this, or I love how Kojo does this, the others would agree. I'm pretty much the same. This is pre and post social media. I just think that people are a bit more lenient now. You know, that I'm Dr. Kojo, people are more lenient with me, but I'm still the same. I have a lot of annoying tendencies, picky eater being one of them, but I know I have a lot more negative traits. And I'm okay with that. I get better day by day. I do what I can. Kelly Ann on TikTok asks, what's your favorite piece of advice you have given to make others feel seen and understood? Ooh, that's a great question. I thought that it would take me a while to come up with an answer, but I know the answer. I think my favorite piece of advice I've given to other people to help them feel seen and understood is to look for small wins every single day. Look for small wins every single day. I think that we need small wins every single day. Because if you go one day without a small win, without being proud of at least one thing, it's very easy to find yourself, you know, heading into a depressive funk or a spiral. We need things to be proud of every single day, even if that's making a bed. So small things every single day. Leilani says popularity and money can change people's view. Yeah, that's true. And I don't like that part because I still have problems. Like people think that you know become a big influencer and all your problems go away. No, I still have problems, and the problems are magnified now. You know, so like I still have issues. You know, but people tend to be a bit more lenient. I still have like dating problems, you know, not the same ones I used to have like back in the day, but I still have problems, and I don't think I'm, you know, the most relatable. But you know, I make time for not now at this point in my life. I don't see myself making too much time for dating, honestly. But you know, when I can, I'll try. Is your son okay? That was a skit, guys. But I don't have any kids. If I had any kids, my kids would be okay. And yes, I have to put this comment because yes, I still love the Titans. I still love the Titans, and the Titans follow me on Instagram, and that's one of my biggest achievements. That the Titans follow me. Like, ooh, like I haven't messaged them directly to say anything, but I would love to do something in Nashville with the Titans. Ooh, I love the Titans. I love the Titans. Lions fan, okay. I see that. Mac, what's going on? My small one is I had to wash and clean my teeth, not the kitty way where you chew the toothbrush. Okay. That's a small one. It's a small one right there. I'm undiagnosed ADHD as well. My hint was that I truly work in extremes. I didn't realize how badly I regulated my emotions. Yeah, there's a lot of us here who are undiagnosed, either autism or ADHD, and we have a clue that we're on the spectrum and or have ADHD, but some of us just haven't received a formal diagnosis. There's a lot of undiagnosed. Jessica, yes, I'm coming to Houston April 26th. April 26th. I'll be in there. April 26th. Veronica, is your cousin Nate Washington wide receiver for Titans? I see your last name. That's why I said that. But yes, April 26th, coming to Houston, Texas, at the All Jokes Aside Comedy Club. For ticket information, hit the link in the bio. The first show is sold out, but the second show, we still have tickets. So I'm excited. I'll be in Houston early. because I'm neurodivergent and I tend to be late. So I'll be in Houston a couple days before the actual show. And I'm going to the Lakers and Rockets game on Friday night. I will be going for the Lakers because I have to pull for my hometown LA Lakers. But if the Rockets win, like it'll just be cool to be at the Toyota Center. I've never been before. But I'm looking forward to being in Houston. I love Steak 48. That is my favorite restaurant in the U.S. So speaking of safe foods, I love Steak 48. I love Steak 48. So when I get to Houston, I'm going to have Steak 48. That'll give me good luck for this show. I love Steak 48. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jessica, it's going to be so good. I don't know when the next LA show is. Probably sometime in May. Not exactly sure, but probably sometime in May. Your cousin is Javon Curse? What? The Freak? Javon Curse, aka The Freak. Oh, I'm bugging out. I love Javon Curse. I love your cousin. He was a great defensive end for us. Javon Curse, aka The Freak, from the University of Florida. I think he went to Florida. He was a Gator. Oh, I love Javon Curse. Great player. I live right outside of Houston. Where's your show? On TikTok, the person asking, the show is going to be at the All Jokes Aside Comedy Club in Houston, Texas. So Houston is pretty big. If you live in Houston, Houston's 1 hour away from Houston. And the public transportation in Houston is not the best. I think it's one of the worst for a major city. So depending on where you're at, you could be close to the comedy club or you could be far away from it. Yeah, no, Javon Curse, man. What a player, man. What a player, Javon Curse. I love that guy. I don't even know him, but he's such a good player. I've never had that. Yeah, Steak 48's in Houston. Great restaurant. Great restaurant. Do you wear earplugs when you go to the games? So I do not wear earplugs when I go to games, but I tend to keep them on me because my friends do get overstimulated in real life sometimes. But for me, when I'm at a game, I invite the sensory overload. Like I want all the sensory overload. Like frustrate me. Like be loud as possible. But the skits where it's me and the lady and she's overstimulated, that is a real thing. Because I'm a big Titans fan. I love football. I love sports. So I love to go to games and concerts. But when I'm dating somebody and we go to a concert, normally they also like that artist too. So they don't need earplugs. But when we go to a sports game and it's me freaking out and fangirling over the players, the ladies, they're like, when do we get to go home? And I'm like, I'm having the best time of my life. I'm having the best time of my life. I'm not sure when I'll come to Maine, but I've never been, so I would love to come to Maine. I would love to come to Maine. I've never had Turkish food, so I don't know what it would be like. And no disrespect to the country of Turkey and Turkish food. I'm a picky eater, so I mean maybe I'll try it one day, but I tend to eat the same thing over and over, like all the time. But maybe I'll have it one day, perhaps. This is a very good question right here. How do you deal with a parent who refuses to acknowledge or understand your neurodivergence, even when you know they're, Ashley. Oh my goodness. This one struck a nerve for me. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to start. I got personal experience with this. I don't know. Not many questions that I'll say I don't know, but this one I don't know. I don't know, Ashley. The best you can do is live your truth and let go of your need for understanding from others, including your parents. If you can do that, that's a powerful thing. And I know you want your parents to change so bad, but if you can let go of your need for understanding, it will change your life. It will change your life. I know that I'm not the only neurodivergent person in my family. Like I'm not the only neurospicy person in my family. But then I'm like, why am I the one who has to take medications and go to therapy and do all this stuff? Like, am I the only crazy one? But the rest of the family is just undiagnosed. So I'm just the diagnosed one who's going through all the mental health runaround. And one time I was talking to my mom, and I said, Mom, I take medications to help me sleep. She said she's going to pray for me so that way I no longer have to take meds to help me sleep. So now I could listen to her and I could stop taking meds, and I could pray and stop taking my medications and be up for a couple of days, or I can just take my medications that God has provided and rock out and do my thing. So sometimes the only way forward is to let go of your need for understanding. And when you aren't as pushy with it, because I'm not saying you're being pushy, but sometimes family, they might think that you're being pushy. Like all this mental health stuff is fake. Everybody's autistic nowadays. Nobody was autistic back in the days. Now everybody has autism, and everybody has ADHD, and everybody wants a label, and everybody's a victim, and everybody wants Adderall, and they want to abuse it. Like, it's just hard to convince certain people of certain things. So letting go of your need for understanding, it gives the power back to you. So yeah. Oh, Leilani, you're good. You're good. You're good. This is an ADHD friendly space, so you're good. Sometimes your spouse doesn't understand, and that's why one of the comments that I love getting is people who send me the DMs, and they'll say things like, I send your videos to my spouse to help them understand me better. I send them to my son to help him understand me better. I send them to my daughter. I send them to my parent. I think that it's easier to just show your partner, your spouse, whoever, a video as opposed to tell them, because people don't understand. Like people need to be shown the thing first. So people need to see a video of Dr. Kojo and Emily where she's overstimulated and she can't talk, and say, hey, this is what I go through. I go through this. And then the person's like, oh, okay, I get it. So, oh, you freeze. Oh, I get it. But if you're trying to tell your spouse, sometimes I'm trying to talk and the words don't come out, and I get nervous, and then they're like, okay, I'll look out for that. So a video just helps to bring something to life. And that's why, I think it's pretty cool what I get to do with the skits. I'm having so much fun with the skits. I'm loving it. And I love it. Challenging to marry an ADHD, possible autism, but currently pushing through. And yes, look, if you're neurospicy, you know that sometimes it can be a little frustrating for people to put up with how we are at times. It can be a little frustrating, but you're so worth it. You have to tell yourself that all the time. You're so worth it. The answer to this is as soon as possible. And you can be diagnosed as young as 2. So as soon as you can get an assessment. As a parent, trying to learn everything I can to understand my daughter's neurospicy and how to best support her, that's how I discovered I'm also ADHD. Maybe I'm seeing a lot of people do that. They discover it through their kids. Finally diagnosed at 50. Wow. Classic 80s gifted girl until perimenopause. That darn perimenopause is just so tricky. And look, perimenopause is, what a fun time, huh? So much fun to be going through perimenopause. Absolutely wrecks your life. But sometimes it's very difficult to be in perimenopause and also mask. So sometimes that's when the mask falls off because you've just had it. You have just had it. And then when the mask comes off, you can get your diagnosis, kind of like how this happened. So I guess that's a silver lining. If we're looking for silver linings, I guess you could say that's a silver lining. I repost stuff and hope That's funny, Carlo. You repost it and you just hope that your wife sees it, reposted by Carlo on TikTok. That's fun. And ADHD on TikTok says, at least Perry got me my diagnosis. That's what I'm seeing. That darn perimenopause, so tricky, so tricky. Let me see. And no, I feel like perimenopause. Um, it so yes, there's going to be an effect. Anything hormonal will affect neurodivergence, but it, I mean, it makes it to where it becomes very difficult to function. Like you have to find a whole new way to function. The way you were living before no longer works. It's like you're learning to become an adult all over again at your grown age, at your big age of 35, 45, 55. So it's a unique challenge, and you can try and find the silver lining in it as well. But I think it's helpful to understand that perimenopause is it's a wicked time, and it's very difficult, very difficult, very difficult. Right, effectiveness of ADHD medications could be decreased. So now the Addy don't hit like it used to, which that sucks. Because sometimes the Adderall doesn't hit like it's supposed to on just random days. Like if you take Adderall, you know, sometimes you take it and you're like, I'm a wizard today. And other times you take it and you're like, it didn't do anything. It's not working. It's not working. I forgot to take my Adderall today, so I know that I want to take it tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty effective. And I realized that like 2-3 hours ago, and I'm like, oh, it's just too late in the day to take my medications. I'll just take them tomorrow. But because I skipped a day, it should hit a little harder tomorrow. And if you take Adderall, you know what I'm talking about. You skip a day or you skip a weekend, maybe you forgot, maybe you did it on purpose. But that third day you take it, that second day you take it, woo, woo, I'm going to be so productive tomorrow. I'll be getting so much done tomorrow. I send your videos to my friends to help understand stuff I can't explain. You help a lot. Javon, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I love these comments. I love these comments. Thank you so much. And yeah, no, this is its own live stream right here. Being neurodivergent and having bipolar, this is definitely its own live stream. Because meds are a tricky web. Because you need to focus, but you don't want to become manic, right? So it's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? When are you buying your food? Hey, Patrick, I ain't gonna lie. Thank you for the reminder. But speaking of that, I realized that I don't have taste for chicken teriyaki. I want to call in to call Mr. Lee, but I don't have taste for the food. Like I don't have taste for it. I won't eat it. So I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight. 25 milligrams, Alejandro. I think I'm the only person. TikTok doesn't want me talking about medication, so let me not talk about the doses and stuff like that. I'll be mindful to not be so specific, but I'm the only person that you can like ask, like, how many milligrams you take? And I say it. By TikTok, they like to flag me when I talk specifically, so my bad TikTok. But yeah, some people need meds, and I'm one of them. Some of us have to take stimulants and mood stabilizers and sleep medication, and that's okay. That's okay. My 3 favorite food orderings. So at Kava, I like to get like the rice with the it's like this other great the grains bowl at Kava. I get chicken. I normally get double chicken. Then I also get the pita bread, and they have like some type of tea there. This one that's like not too sweet that I'll get. But the grains bowl, double chicken, and pita bread at Kava. Then chicken teriyaki and most Asian spots will hit for me. Most spots, if they can cook it right, will hit for me. So those are 2 meals right there that I like. And my Chick-fil-A order, I get Chick-fil-A sandwich, the regular one, with a large waffle fries, and I'll take a Diet Coke as well. Or if it's Chick-fil-A breakfast, I'll get the Chick-fil-A chicken minis, the little 4-count chicken minis with honey mustard and Chick-fil-A sauce. And I'll get the tater tots. And when I'm feeling froggy, I'll get the lemonade. because that lemonade is hella sugary. So I don't even do sugar anymore. But every now and then, if I want to treat myself, I get the lemonade. I get the lemonade. I'm gonna get the lemonade. Kiddos could be listening and reading their. Right. Oh, sometimes I tap too much into the comedian side of me that I forget that I'm still a I'm still a mental health professional. Yeah, and people could be tuning in for the first time, so yeah, giving extra context is helpful. It's not good to take medications without being prescribed it by a mental health professional. So your provider, your doctor, your psychiatrist, your nurse practitioner, whatever they prescribe to you is what you should be taking. You should never ever take medications because somebody online told you to take medications. And obviously in my live stream, I never tell people, like I never prescribe meds over a live stream. I've never done that in 7 years of doing this. But just know that if somebody online randomly is trying to tell you to take a certain amount of medications or something like that, you don't do it. You don't do it because you only take what your doctor has prescribed you. Yes, I work out 6 days a week. This week, I'm working out 5 days a week. I'm taking 2 days off this week because I feel like I pulled something in my pec. So what I normally do is I have like today's Friday, it's not Thursday. But today's an off day. So tomorrow I'm back at the gym, and tomorrow is going to be leg day. Leg day, we have the Bulgarian split squats, and we will have leg press, and then we'll have the Stairmaster as well. Then after leg day, we'll have upper body, benching. It's a chest day, right? So chest day, I'll be benching mainly bench, incline bench. Then the reverse way, I think they call it decline bench, and then regular bench. Do a whole lot of push-ups. Do cardio as well. Do cardio every workout session. Then we'll have back and buys, right? So back and chest days are push days, and then back and buy days are pull days. So we're pulling. So when you're pulling, you're working your backs and your biceps. Also, curls would also count as pulling for back and buy days. So we have chest days. Then we have the next day would be back and buys. Then the next day after that will be a straight cardio day. Then the next day after that will be a leg day. And then we go right back to chest day. And then we go to back and buy. We go cardio. Just keeps going like that. I like going to the gym late at night too. And I've been working out for consistently 5 years. 5 years consistently. So I go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, and I've been doing that for the past 5 to 6 years. So now it's just like embedded within me to do it. That's just how I do it. Leg press. Dang, you got some strong legs. Mickey Ficky. Pig on TikTok. This jersey fire, huh? This jersey fire. Shout out to Ghana. That's my country. Shout out to Ghana. I'm trying to think. I know for the Houston show, I'm gonna wear gray sweatpants, but I could wear the gray sweatpants. Yeah. I may wear this shirt with the gray sweatpants because the gray sweatpants are Team USA soccer, and then I have okay. Yeah, we can mix and match like that. For sure. Do I want children? Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely want children. I want a big family. Like 3, 4 kids. I think that's a big family. 3, 4 kids. So I'd love to have kids one day. Again, let me get this latting on me. It's getting late one day. It's getting late, so let me get this on. But I'd love to have kids one day for sure. I would love to have kids one day for sure. If someone's prescribed, I was about to answer that question. TikTok, the app doesn't let me talk about medications. I've seen other providers do it, but whenever I talk about medications, like I get a notification in the email. So I guess it's because I have a large platform. They don't want me talking about specific medications. So yeah, I can't answer that one. I spent $30 on a pack of socks. Comfort's important when you're working out. Comfort is important when you're working out. How does working out affect ADHD, autism? Sazanda, you and me both. Working out is the second best thing that I have done for my ADHD / undiagnosed autism. Working out is the second best thing that I've done. But actually, third. Number one for me, just me personally, is taking my medications. The meds that my psychiatrist has prescribed me, taking my meds is number one. Number two is sleep. Then working out. I was gonna say working out second, and working out is very important. But sleep, if I don't get sleep, even last night I got just a little bit less sleep than I normally get, and I had to fight to get the day started today. So I cannot skip out on sleep. I used to do that in my 20s, but now I have one day of bad sleep. I'm wrecked for 3 days. I hate. That's the thing about growing up. I'm wrecked for 3 days. I cannot do it. Cannot do it. Chick-fil-A tonight. I don't know what I want tonight. I don't know. I may just have cereal again. I might just go with cereal again. Oh, Pig, you're going to the Ghana and Croatia game in June in Philly? Okay. I was trying to take my dad to the Ghana, and Ghana is playing somebody in Toronto in June. I don't know if my dad's schedule will allow, but I would love to go to that game. Because the only bigger Ghana fan than me and my brothers is my dad. So you come to give me a haircut. Jay, you got me? You gonna give me a nice taper? Nice little fade. Give me back right. But luckily, my tour manager is also a barber, so before the Houston show, I'll have me a nice haircut. So I'll be straight for it. Don't worry. I know I need one. I know that I need one. That's your way of saying that I need a haircut. I know it's coming. Wait, who told the doctor to put gray sweatpants on? I forgot who said that, but the person was like, we're talking about selling out the show, and I did not think that we would sell out Houston. And I said, yeah, because they asked me what I was going to wear. And normally I wear my suits. Like, I like wearing suits to the comedy shows. Like, that's my swag. I like dressing up. So in Nashville, I'm going to go back to my suit look, my traditional look. But the person was like, oh, if you sell out Houston, will you wear gray sweatpants? I said, yeah. I mean, if y'all can sell out the show. The capacity is 150 people, 150 seats at the All Jokes Aside Comedy Club. I said, yeah, if you can sell it out, for sure. Yeah, I'll do that. And we sold out the show, to my surprise. And we also sold out Nashville too, which is just more credit to how amazing and powerful this community is. This community is, y'all are the best. I say all the time, y'all are the best. I rock with y'all. I appreciate, I'm so grateful for y'all. Y'all are the best. We've sold out 2 shows, and the tour hasn't even kicked off. So, yeah, I'm excited. You know what gray sweatpants means, right? I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Let me know. What does it mean? And I would love to do a show in Toronto. I have not done one in Toronto, but I would love to do one. If we can combine the show in Toronto with when Ghana plays the first game of the World Cup, that would be great. Because my dad can come and see me do stand-up. He's never seen me do stand-up before. Now that's my mom. So I think that'd be pretty cool for me. And it says, dang, I guess I won't be there in Nashville. I'm weak. I'm weak. I'm going back to my traditional outfit for Nashville. I don't want to tell you, it's rated R. Don't tell me. I have innocent ears. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. 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 No. Where do you go to Washington, Tacoma, Puyallup? I've never been to Puyallup. I've been to Seattle. I don't think I've been to Tacoma yet, but we're looking to come there July. I'm gonna need you to Google the gray sweatpants thing. All right. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna see what's going on. Let me know, but hopefully it's nothing dirty because I'm an innocent soul. Someone give up the national ticket to me. Bunny, I'm weak. Those are rated R. Mickey Ficky ears. Mickey Ficky. Get some Tacovas ostrich cowboy boots. I wear mine with my suit. Tacovas ostrich cowboy boots. So actually, speaking of, I'm not wearing this for Texas, but I do have this. Just want to show y'all. I bought these in Dallas. So I don't have the cowboy boots, but I have the Stetson hat. Golly, what's going on? I wore this to a rodeo that I went to. Get this. How do you get this hat to disengage? And these hats were expensive too, but either way, it's a nice little Stetson hat. I can't separate these two. No. Oh, heck no. There we go. What to say? These hats, look, I know how expensive these hats were, but I was in Dallas and everybody was getting ready for the rodeo and they were buying hats and they were spraying something on the hat to straighten it out. And it was like a big old deal. I was like, what y'all mean? Like, how much does this hat cost? A couple $100, like maybe $200-300. I wanted to be a Texan, guys. I wanted to see how it looks. Look. You have to wear a hat in Texas? Does this go with the outfit? Oh, it was starch. It was starch. Does this go with the outfit? I don't know, guys. I don't think it goes with the outfit. But I did I did a comedy show in Hollywood a couple years ago where I had my cowboy hat on. I definitely like to rock the country look. You have to wear a hat in Texas. Maybe don't wear the sweatpants the whole show. I'm weak. Keep them upside down. What does that mean? When you keep upside down, what does it mean? A suit with the hat on. Yeah. No, the suit goes well with the hat on. I wore a black suit, but I wore the white hat with the black suit. I didn't have this hat at that time. The black hat would have gone better with the black suit, but I didn't have this hat at that time. I only had this one. Both of them are Stetson hats. So if you know anything about the country, or country wear, these are big deals. This is a big deal. It says keep them upside down. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep them upside down. Charles, what's going on? Oh yeah, Anthony. Yes. So speaking of the Nashville show, the first show in Houston and Nashville both sold out, but we added second shows in both cities. So in Houston, we have a second show, and in Nashville, we also have a second show as well. So we have 2 shows in Houston and Nashville. 2 shows, and it's going to be a great time. Obviously, Nashville is where I grew up, so it's a homecoming for me. And Houston is a city that I've always loved. It's a special place, and it has a lot of special people there. And I'm so excited to come to Houston. I wouldn't want to start my tour in any other place than Houston, Texas. It's such a dope city with amazing people, so it's going to be good. Oh, do I put hats together? Don't put. Y'all got to put me on. All right, then. So you have to separate the hats. Cool. white folks have to tell me these things because I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. High quality hats. Oh, no, they are. They are. Keeping them apart and upside down protects the shape. Upside down. All right. Keep them apart and upside down. All right. Oops, I'm dropping them. See, this is why I don't buy expensive things because there we go. We're good. There we go. But yes, Anthony, thank you for your support. We have 2 shows in Nashville, just as we do in Houston. Grace is in Houston. Grace, come out to the show. Come on out, Grace. Grace on TikTok. Come on out to the show in Houston. We added a second show, and we are how many days away from that show? 9. We're 9 days away. 9 days away from the show. So it's going to be exciting to this as we get closer. I'm getting more and more hyped. It's feeling more and more real. So I'm excited. Chels, sorry for your loss. Sorry your comment. But yes, 9 days away from the beginning. Ooh, nice little crack there of the show in Houston, Texas. After the 2 shows in Houston, like I said, we're going to Nashville, Tennessee, May 31st. We have 2 shows in Nashville. And speaking of Nashville, the tickets, don't buy the tickets off of, well, actually, I mean, you can. You can buy them off of StubHub if you want to. But the second show, you can get better prices using the link in my bio. Because StubHub, the tickets are like 2-3 times the amount. I guess you can resell your tickets on there. But we have a second show in Nashville. You can just buy the tickets for the second show as opposed to trying to get the more expensive ones, unless you really want to go to the first show and somebody's selling their tickets. And after Nashville, we then go to New York City. New York City, that's June 11th at Rodney's Comedy Club. The very following week, we're going to be in Chicago, Illinois at the Comedy Bar. I need some more water. Get some more water. At the Comedy Bar. The Comedy Bar. So that's going to be June 18th. It's going to be very exciting. And then the next month after that, July, we're looking to add shows. We're considering Phoenix, San Antonio, and Seattle/Tacoma. Now I'm grouping Seattle and Tacoma into one because they're like right there. You know, they're pretty close to each other. I'm going to go get some water real quick. Your boy is thirsty. And then we'll end the last screen. Yeah, I'm in the church. Got a head full of stacks, better grab an umbrella, I'll make it rain. Hey, Shiesty. I'll make it rain. Oh, yeah, you can hear the whistle? Y'all can hear me stepping? That's funny. I have not come to Ohio. Actually, somebody dropped the magic word in the chat so I can drink water and give y'all permission to drink water too. I forgot. Let's do the magic word. Clearly, I'm thirsty. The magic word. There you go. Magic word. Get some water in. I know it's too late to be drinking this much water. I'm gonna have to pee every 5 minutes. I don't like that, but hey, it beats nothing. Fearless, I have not come to Ohio, but I would love to come to Ohio. I know that y'all got the Columbus Funny Bone over there. I'm sure there's some good spots in Cincinnati, even Cleveland. So like I'd love to come to Ohio. So I'll talk to my team about that. Have you done a reel or live? That's a good topic. Appreciate that. That's a good topic. Good topic. Got the first time in my life I struggled with someone in a relationship. I'm diagnosed ADHD. The communication's been bad. This is why the skits, I think, can be very helpful. When it comes to being neurodivergent in a relationship, communication is one of the biggest challenges you'll have. Can't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Just do your best to articulate your viewpoints, and if you can't do so, let them know you're struggling, and hopefully they're understanding. I gotta stop. But clearly, I drank that whole Nello thing, and then look, I'm halfway done with this water bottle. So I'll be peeing tonight. I will be peeing tonight. I wanted to order the food, but I lost taste for the food. I don't have any taste for the food. I mean, that's the most neurodivergent thing. Like when I said I was going to call Mr. Lee and order it, I had the taste. Now I don't have the taste for it. I'm not hungry. That's crazy. I'm not hungry. All right, question from the last live is how is randomly singing parts of songs indicative of neurospicy versus having a library of songs in your brain? So it doesn't mean that you're neurodivergent, but it could be a form of a STEM. If somebody's talking and let's say a word in their sentence reminds you of a song, like if it's like somebody saying since I've been gone, I've had a hard time going to, and then you go into since you've been gone, any phrase that you then convert into a song, that's a stem right there. That's a nice little vocal stem. At the same time, you could have a library of songs in your brain that are just being replayed over and over and over and over again. And both could be neurodivergent, especially the stem. Your content family. I will buy all the ingredients for a meal. Right. No, I do this all the time. Like I buy like I'm not going to make a meal. I don't cook. But I'll buy something from the store. Like a microwavable. Something that I plan to microwave and eat at home. But then I come home and I order DoorDash. What was the whole point? Why would you just save the money? Why? I do this all the time. Because, there's two sides of me. One side of me wants to think that I'm going to eat what I brought home to prepare / microwave. And the other side of me is like, Kojo, it's okay. You want to get the DoorDash. Go ahead and open DoorDash and get you some kava. Get the kava. You've earned it. You've had a long day. You deserve it. Go on and get you this kava. I talked myself into it. Ridiculous. And I repeat the same line over and over. Like you just said, since you've been gone. Right. So somebody saying that phrase, since I've been gone, things have been hard and I've been working. So that phrase will put the Kelly Clarkson song in my head all day. And sometimes if I'm thinking of a song, like that's a great song. I think that's her biggest song. I'm not sure, but I could be wrong, but that's when I think of Kelly Clarkson, I think of that song. That's a great song. but I don't listen to that song just for any reason. But if somebody said something and it turned into a vocal stem, no, I have to go to YouTube and I have to play the song and I got to get it out of my head. I got to get it out of my head, or else it's gonna frustrate me. I play the song and get the darn song out of my head. It's gonna frustrate me. It's gonna frustrate me. The phrase puts the pitch perfect version in my head. I sing it exactly like how each actor did. I can't. Now the song. Now I have to hear the song afterwards. I'm so moving on. Yeah, yeah. Thanks to you. Now I get what I want. I have an autistic brother, and it helps me understand him more. Mezarim, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I mix Mexican, white, native, Mexican foods with my safe foods. I enjoy soul food things because my ex. Okay. Corey, that's good. I'm happy that you're able to look back on that relationship with fond memories. They'll go back to this point. This is funny. Grocery shopping is overwhelming. So by the time you get home, like you only have energy to DoorDash. That's funny. Aria, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. I gotta. Oh, Bunny. It's like you're trying to make me stem out to these old songs. Take me away. What a song. Bunny says, for once in my life, I bought groceries today and actually made the meal I intended for them. That's a win. That's a win. Congratulations. And her says, I learned I live with autism about 60 days ago. What a spiral. Your page is the only place I feel seen. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your attention. We're having a lot of fun making these skits. And whenever an idea comes to me, I get so excited. Like I have, let me see how many notes I have on my phone. I have 3,009. I don't know if this is neurodivergent or not, but I have 3,951 notes on my iPhone. Some of them are like joke premises and like passwords, just like things I write down. But a lot of them are video ideas. Like something will happen to me, or I'll be thinking about something that happened in a past relationship that either I did or an ex-girlfriend did, something that frustrated me. And I'll be like, ooh, yeah, this, I gotta do this. And I write it down. And then on recording day, we bring it to life. And even as we're making the skit, sometimes I'll be laughing because I'm like, man, it takes me back to when this happened. And it frustrated me so bad. And I hope that people can relate to this. So, so fun to make. Now, I'm happy that the skits are relatable. Especially the skit that was posted today on TikTok. So obviously we have 100 people watching right now from TikTok, and the rest are watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch. But for those of y'all on TikTok, the most recent skit that I posted today, the one where Emily comes in and she's like, "Oh, did you miss me?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't miss you, but like nothing against you. I just didn't miss you. I was in my own world." That right there, and then then the woman feels like she's been rejected, but I'm just being truthful. That has happened to me in at least 2 relationships, maybe even 3, maybe all past relationships, where if somebody says, "I miss you so much," the only acceptable response is, "I miss you too." You can't not say, "I miss you too," because the person will feel like you gotta say, "I miss you." Or else they'll be like, "Oh, you don't like me?" No, I do like you, but I didn't miss you. Like I was having a good time in my own world, but like I still like you. I didn't miss you. And that can lead to those are the small things that can lead to arguments and fights and hurt. And just making that skit, like I really resonate with that. And Brandon says, being neurodivergent and raising a child the same way is extremely difficult. Yeah, that's one thing that we don't talk about nearly enough. It's very taxing. You mentally, emotionally, financially, just being neurodivergent yourself and then having a child. So I think autism parents need and ADHD parents need a safe space where they can just get their concerns out. Yeah, one of my wives, yes, one of my wives. But I feel like with this gets, we have so much momentum right now with Emily. I like working with her, so um, I I think I'm gonna be loyal. I think I'm gonna be loyal and just stick with my one wife for now. My one Instagram wife. I'll just stick with her. Fantastic actress. I mean, I think the world of her. So we'll just stick with one instead of confusing y'all. Y'all already confused. Uh, yeah. Ever feel like your family wants to be close to you, but you just want your space? Oh yeah, all the time. But my family lives in the East Coast, so I go back for like 2 days at a time, and I fly back. So whenever I'm there, I'm okay being smothered, but it's because I don't live there. Jessica, and I'm not sure what time you got to the live stream, but I'm so happy that you're coming to the show in Houston. We are excited to see you. We're very excited to see you. I'm bringing my band of neurodivergents from California, and hopefully y'all can relate to us because we're all over the place. And the other comics who will be on the show with me, Frankie Marcos and Chandra Delano, both of them have ADHD. So I could text both of them at 2 a.m. and they'll hit me back at 2:10. Both of them still up. Like we're both doom scrolling, having a hard time going to sleep. So we're very weird, but we're okay with being weird. And it's gonna be a heck of a show. You're Jessica, you're in for a heck of a show. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Speaking of Europe, I was talking to my team today about Europe. Hopefully, towards the end of the year, we can come out there. I have a lot of people in Australia, a lot of people in Melbourne, Australia, a lot of folks in London, and those aren't the only two places. But like we like to come out to Europe. And Beverly says that Miss Me tap thing caused such hurt feelings from my husband recently. He asked, "What do you think when I walk into a room?" I was like, "I don't know what you." Right, right. And those are the small things that chip away at a relationship. If you really think about it, if you ask your partner if they missed you and they say that they didn't, depending on your emotional state that day, you're really like, damn, like this person is my whole world, and I'm just like a small part of their life. Like I leave and they don't even care about me. Like that's a fairly normal thought. And the other person's just being honest. But like I've always wanted a lot of space in relationships. That's been me my whole life. Like I've always needed a lot of space. Not that I have to be away from the person, but we could be in the same room, and I'm just like I'm in la la land. My brain's always just like thinking about random things. I'm just in a whole different dimension. So time just escapes me. I don't have time to miss anybody. I'm just like in my own world. So trying to explain that in a way that it doesn't hurt somebody's feelings has been a challenge. A challenge. When you get the pathological demand avoidance, sign a marriage certificate. It's nothing personal. Right. Right. It's nothing personal. Like I promise you, it's nothing personal. Grace on TikTok can relate. Grace says, OMG, that's so me. Right. It's nothing personal. Nothing personal. I can't stop eating nerds cleansers. The school call video. I'm happy that you enjoyed it. I'm really happy that you enjoyed it. I'm really happy that you enjoyed that video. Man, this is funny. And Annika Tour. That's funny. So psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. So that's my official like professional job title. So I have a DNP, Doctorate of Nursing Practice degree. I'm not sure how long you've been following me, but I went to the great Augusta University in Augusta, Georgia. That's where I got my DNP degree from. So it's a Doctor of Nursing Practice degree with a specialty in psychiatry and mental health. And I graduated in 2019. Yeah, 2019. So that was what 7 years ago. I'm becoming old. I'm becoming old. Oh my goodness. And after I got my DNP, then I went to Southern Virginia. I did forensic psychiatry for 16 months. And then I moved to Los Angeles. Dang, I'm becoming old. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Georgia. George Ann from Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah. And Bunny says, I struggle with out of sight, out of mind in relationships. It makes it hard to miss people. It really does. It does. Like, I'm the type of person that, let's say I'm talking to some, like, it's early and I met a girl. We're texting back and forth and we're trying to get to know each other. If for some reason the communication drops off and like we stop texting, I probably wouldn't even know. Like, I don't know if I've ever been ghosted because I'm sure I have, but like I don't remember being ghosted because like I'll stop talking to somebody and I'll just like keep moving on with my life, and I'll forget that I was talking to somebody unless there's a reminder. I'm like, oh, what's up with Samantha? I haven't heard from her in like 3 months. I hope she's okay. Like it doesn't like I just forget. If they aren't in front of me, I forget they exist. Exactly. Now, if let's say I work with Samantha or we frequent the same spots, now if I see her often, I will think about her and text her and say, hey, like when will I see you? Like I'll think about the person. If I don't see the person, I won't think about the person. I just won't. Just won't do it. How old am I? I'm 33 years old. I often feel bad because I don't like to give hugs. I don't like people in my bubble. So there's nothing wrong with not wanting to give hugs, and we need to normalize that. And I think about this often with my comedy show. So especially at the meet and greet, like my thing is I'm a hugger. So you come up to me like you want to hug, dap up, or like I'm a hugger. But if people don't want to hug, like I think we spoke one time about having like a little color system to where people can have like maybe like a green wristband, or like you can have wristbands that like let people know, okay, I'm a hugger, I'm not a hugger, so on and so forth. Because if somebody's not a hugger and you're hugging them, that's not a good feeling. That's very, it's very not good. Very not good. Stay at home mom. Your skit about skill regression made me cry. I felt so seen. I appreciate you. Thank you. On TikTok, I see your comment. Thank you so much. Skill regression is one of the hardest parts of being neurodivergent. Very difficult. I have not seen The Pit. So I don't know how they portray people with autism and ADHD, but I may have to watch The Pit. I may have to watch it. I'm not familiar with the Neurodivergent Conference in Texas. I'm not familiar with it. If you forget her, it means you weren't. I don't know what this means. What does that mean? Emily is autistic. Yes, it is a skit, but Emily is autistic. That's the strangest thing where I text someone when they text back and I get busy and they see. That's funny. I was a huge hugger before COVID. Now it's weird. Respect. COVID changed things. And then Danielle right above that says, I love hugs. That's funny. I love hugs. If you forget her, it means you. I push back. Let me disagree on this. And Grace, sometimes I do forget to call family. Let me disagree on this right here. If you forget her, it means you weren't that into her. And people will say, if he wanted to, he would. I don't agree with that, because sometimes you want to, but it's hard to do it because you have to remember, or you remember to do it, and right before you can do it, you forget. I mean, sometimes like if you forget her, yes, maybe I wasn't that into her, but sometimes I literally will, I'll have a great time. I can go on a date and it's great, and then like I won't think. And the thing that would jog my memory is if I'm looking through my text messages. Like when you have your text messages, right? You have I can't see my text or whatever, but you have like the 10 texts that are like at the top. So if she's part of the 10 at the top, okay, I'll see you and I'll think about you. But I get a lot of text messages every single day, so it buries the text message. So if you don't text me, then I could forget that we hung out. Like I could just really forget. Um, and maybe she wasn't that into me, or maybe she's also ADHD on the spectrum. That's funny. Some women seem to have the idea in mind that man should be performatively over the top, head over heels. I have seen this thing be a thing as well, and this is not me. I'm not like, oh, I'm buying you flowers every day. Like I'm a very kind person, but that's like just basic kindness. But like over the top, like I'm not an over the top person. I could love someone and still forget to text back. Facts. Facts. That is me. I'm not usually a touchy feely person that's comfortable. Appreciate that. And look, for anybody who's watching, if you come to a comedy show and like it's meet and greet, and I'm trying to hug somebody and you're not a hugger, just say that. Like I will not be offended. If you want to dap elbows, like we like I'm not offended. I promise you I'm not. In fact, I'll be proud of you for having the ability to speak up because it's hard to speak up. You don't want to be judged. I will not be offended. I promise you, I will not be offended. I will not be offended. Like I like when people say something that they want to say that they're afraid to say because they think that they could be judged. Just let me know. I won't be offended. Or the one sided church hug too. Sure, I'm cool with that. Bunny says I fumbled a few baddies because of this. Regret. I look back and I'm like, how I forget. I mean, sometimes you forget. Sometimes you forget. But I mean, if the lust is strong, it can be hard to forget, right? So it just depends. I text back mentally. Right. Same here. Same here. I like hugs, but if someone kisses my cheek or forehead, we just make it. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. But sometimes sometimes the sound of a kiss is also annoying. I get that. I get that. It could be annoying. How much is the show? How much is the show? Let me check and see. Pull it up. Oh, John needs to take it off. The Hollywood show. Let me see. My sister know. Hey, John, when you get the chance, can you take off the Hollywood show from our Stan Store links? That show was last week on Friday, and it's already over and done with. So if you can take that off and have the second Houston show be the top link whenever you get back to work. Thank you. He's off on the weekends. I forgot to update that. It says $40. The second show. Oh, that's the VIP. Then $30 is the general admission. And now it starts at $9:45. So for my neurodivergents who like to stay up late, it's gonna be a late show. 9:45. 9:45. We hyperfixate and the rest of the world is gone. So my husband's on mute. Yeah, the kissing sounds are, yeah, I don't like them either. I'm trying to think about if I mind them when I'm kissing somebody. I can't think. Next time I kiss somebody, I'll think about that. I'll have to think about that. Buzz Babe on TikTok. I'm not allowed to recommend medications for people, for anybody actually. And I don't care about you says, I would love to come and see live, but this loud sounds and crowd of people make it impossible. And look, I understand that. I definitely understand that. And Andrea, yeah, we're live right now. Like 11:28 on the East Coast, New York time, we're live. 10:28 Nashville, 7:28. I mean 8:28 West Coast. We're live. We're live. Jay, thank you for coming through. Are the shows in 21 plus clubs? No, I don't think it's 21 plus. I should think it's 18 plus. I should think it's 18 plus. But I will. Gosh, let me check with my promoter real quick. This shows 18 plus people to get in. That's a good question. That's a great question. Great question. Paige, good to see you. Good to see you, Paige. Let me see. Aiden, thank you. I appreciate that. AI summary. Is that an actual on TikTok? Is that an actual AI summary account, or there's somebody who's summarizing the conversation on TikTok, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's legitimate. Kimberly, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Normally, I check Psychology Today to see who's like testing for autism in the area. Is it cheers time? Yeah, we can get some more water. We can get some more water in. And it's way too late for some of us, like me, but I'm already halfway through. The shows are 18 plus. 18 with adult. 18 is. They have to have a. Let me clarify. That's a great question. So let me clarify. Detroit's not on the tour yet. Not on the tour yet. But I'd love to come back to Detroit. I love Detroit. And Grayson TikTok says it's AI that does the summary. That is so cool. AI summarize it. That's cool. So the people who come into the live stream know what's being talked about. That's super cool. That's super cool. Big cheers. Big cheers. Yeah, let's get some water in. So my promoter says that the shows are 18 plus, but some clubs need the 18-year-old to come with the 21-year-old. That club specifically. Very interesting and very weird because 18 is an adult. So I'll have to clarify and get that information for y'all. Very weird. Very, very weird. Okay. Those are skits. Anna on YouTube. Those are skits. You're good in Houston. Okay, yeah. So 18, we're good in Houston. I just got the word from my promoter. Okay, awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, those are skits, but people have been asking for Emily, so we might have her in more of the live streams, and if people want to see her, because everybody's asking about her, so we'll have to get her in some of these live streams. Thank you for doing skits on TikTok. I've learned a lot about my ADHD. Zelly Zelazel. Thank you so much, and that's a super cool name. Zelly Zelazel. Super cool name. Appreciate you. So, all right, guys. So, we're at the 2-hour mark. It's been quite a long live stream. Wait, I'm slow. No, you're not slow. You just weren't here at the beginning of the live stream. It's a skit, guys, for educational purposes. It's a skit for educational purposes. Martina, both. That's gonna be Leilani's like side job on here. Like everyone who comes in, no, he doesn't have a kid. Is this kid there for education? She's gonna be educating everybody. But yeah, Brendan, I don't know when my next trip to Canada is, but I would love to come back to Vancouver and even Toronto. But I had a great time in Vancouver. I think I was there like a month and a half ago or so. So I'd love to come back to Vancouver and hopefully the East Coast and come out to Toronto and everywhere else too. So, all right, guys, this has been a great, great live stream. Amazing live stream. I said 2 days ago, right? Peace of every live. So he's having a boy. No, I'm not having a boy. But you know what's funny? I did think today about how the fact that my dad was 33 years old when he had me, right? And I'm 33 right now. I'm like, okay, I'm an adult. Like, is it time to have a kid? Is it time to have a real kid? And bring this kids to life for real? So I think that's interesting. I'm the same age now that my dad was when he had me. So, Kojo, you're getting older. You're getting older. But yeah, great live stream tonight, guys. We will be back on here again tomorrow at 6 p.m. California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time. We're going live every single day up until Wednesday. So we're going live every single day. We're promoting the comedy shows. We're educating and entertaining, and we're having fun. We're having fun. We're having a great time. Gracie's perfectly fine in her auntie era. I'm pretty set in my unk era. Like I'm having a good time in my unk era. Like I want kids at some point, but I'm having maybe too good of a time in my unk era, potentially. So yeah, we're back here again tomorrow, 9 o'clock New York City time, 8 o'clock Nashville, Tennessee time, 7 o'clock Phoenix, Arizona time, 6 o'clock Seattle, Washington time, 5 o'clock Alaska time, 4 o'clock Hawaii time, 2 a.m. United Kingdom time. So until tomorrow's live stream, I will see y'all later. And once again, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. Y'all get some rest. Peace.